right. Hello, everybody. Making sure my mic is working. It is. Okay. I am Nightfighter Ox. Welcome back to my stream. Today we are doing some A Tower of God new chapter reaction. Last we read, it wasn't looking so good for Yama. Things weren't looking so hot for him. So let's hope things turn around. We'll have to see how this plays out. I know at the end of last chapter there was a discussion on Yasracha wanting Yama to bow to him and basically submit to him, and I said I do not see Yama doing that whatsoever. So we are going to continue on to what that is, and see how that plays out. Another thing, so Monday we have regular, not regular, all Tower God is regular Tower God, but we're doing our rereads of Tower of God, so that we're on season 2 now. Then we've got Tuesday, solo leveling. If things go according to plan, hopefully we won't be here Wednesday. I know last week things got kind of switched up, and I ended up doing Wednesday stream for solo leveling instead of Tuesday because of things that just didn't go correct. Hopefully we don't have to do this and we're on a regular schedule. Let's see. Thursday, more Tower of God. Friday, Omniscient Reader. I thought we were going to finish Omniscient Reader last week, but apparently not. The chapters started getting longer, kind of like at the same length as it takes to read a Tower of God chapter. And so we were only able to get through 5 of them. Which, don't get me wrong, I love long chapters. I much prefer to read longer chapters because at least they're giving me content, especially if there are some things that I pay for to read ahead, and I will not pay for webtoons. Oops, I forgot to silence my phone. I will not pay for webtoons that are short, because to me it's a waste of money. So I'd like longer chapters and actually having content to read. Let's see, we have 9 Sorn who also followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it so much. What else do we got going on before we start? Oh yes, next weekend. So this coming up weekend, I guess. Well, the next 2 weekends. I don't know if I'll be able, I'm hoping Saturday I'll be able to stream. We'll see how it goes. I've said this before, but in my everyday life, I'm a photographer, and the warm season, warm weather brings out people who like to get their pictures taken and do outdoor photography. So I'm usually really busy this time of year. So hopefully I'll be able to continue, but just a heads up, I always post on my Twitter if I'm not going to be able to do something that day. Hopefully things will stay the same, but that's just a heads up. The following weekend, I will be out of town again, so just a heads up on that. And I think that's everything. So let's get this music going. Let me get a drink here. Let's find the right music. I think we should start out with this one. Alright. That's what... I always forget their voices sometimes. That's why you want to run away. Get on your knees and beg for your life, Yama. Whoosh. If you do, I'll let you go just this once. Do it. Tower of God, 52nd floor, all out fight. Beep. 10 minutes are up. The turn is over. Participants, please choose the number of squares and direction in which you wish to move. Now, even when the battle is over, it'll be impossible for you to get to where I am on your own. Say you regret challenging me and promise that you'll go back and be a good boy and never fight Jihad's army again. If you get on your knees and promise me that, I'll let you walk away from here alive. Don't even think of refusing because of some stupid sense of pride. Everyone has a survival instinct. There is nothing more foolish than denying one's instincts. Let's say, you regret challenging Jihad's army and run away now while you can. Go ahead and live in hiding forever. I told you, there's no way that Yama would ever agree to something like that. It's just out of the question. No. Don't be stubborn. I'm not being stubborn. I'm doing this out of respect. Ha. Respect? Yeah. Respect for my father who died fighting you, and for the canines who gave their lives fighting for me. This is the least I can do. Got it? Whoosh. Bumble. Flare. He got back up! He got back up, guys. Okay, Yama's not out yet. The 10 minutes may be up, but Yama is not done. Unlike you felines, we canines have something called a sense of shame. I'll never beg you for anything. Rumble, thud, rumble. You're just as stubborn as your father. This could last longer than I thought. Rumble, thud. You'd better not regret this later. Oh, we got the regulars and Cha. We got Hot, Shibisu, and Cha. Let's go. Okay, we got Hots here. Let's start by looking for mice. We probably won't be able to find 3 at once. But 1 should be enough for now, right? I doubt we'll be of much help on the field anyway. Shibisu is very smart, and I have said this before, but I would compare Shibisu mind to that of Kun's mind. He may not be from a great family, but he is incredibly smart and strategic. I've also said in the past that Shibisu can be as, sometimes I think more strategic than Kun, because sometimes Kun is just so worried about Bomb and what Bomb's doing and his health that he is short-sighted. It's like tunnel vision and the only thing in it is Bomb, which isn't healthy, by the way. I know that, like, in the Reddit and stuff, people have talked about Kun lately and how maybe this is becoming more of an obsession rather than just caring about a person. But Shibisu always thinks about everybody, and he understands Hots and Shibisu's weaknesses, and the fact that if Cha is not with them, then that may cause trouble for them, especially if they go up against a ranker who actually doesn't care about keeping them alive. So he understands, well, we're not going to be much help on the field anyway, so it'd be best to look around, right? And then Cha here, no, I'm sure the Slayer candidate would be happier to see his companions on the field than with him than me. If I left first and something happened to you two, I could never face him again. Which is also correct and very in line with Cha's character. So it's kind of like at an impasse here, because they can't let... Wait a sec. Oh, my back. Okay. They can't let Cha, or Cha can't let anything happen to them, but Hots and Shibisu know their strengths and weaknesses. The other thing that they don't know but is a factor right now is White being on the field and after Bomb. White could use Hots and Shibisu as more like a tool or weapon against Bomb, which would also be bad. I hope it doesn't seem presumptuous of me to ask, but why are you so determined to help Bomb? I guess the best case scenario is if they all found 3 mice and left together. You haven't been with him from the beginning like us, and it doesn't seem to be because of resentment towards Jihad or for locking up Cha? Wait, I thought he was Cha. I'm pretty sure he's Cha. Have I gotten their names mixed up? Okay, I don't know. It's a long story, but I've always known he would appear in the tower someday. There are legends about him in our town, and I heard stories about him from a shady character before being sealed away. Ah. They spoke of one who was supposed to free me, my companions, and our dead ancestors from our grudge. Everyone was convinced that he would take that burden upon himself, and I hope so too. But unfortunately, that was too much of a burden for anyone to carry. That's why I made up my mind as soon as I heard about the Slayer candidate. If the Slayer candidate is willing to take the burden upon himself, I'll do everything I can to watch his back and protect him. So Bomb decided to carry that burden, and that's why even a powerful high ranker like you is so determined to help him. But I want to stand by Bomb's side. It's not enough for me simply to watch his back, because I'm his friend. But it feels like he's getting further and further ahead of me. I mean, I could see where Hats is coming from that, because, I mean, it's kind of the truth, but Hats shouldn't be so hard on himself, because Bomb isn't a regular. I feel like it's only natural that Bomb's just going to be stronger than him. But I can see Hats wanting to stand by him. And I'm glad he has that resolve to keep fighting. There we go. Let's change up the music, actually. Don't worry. As you said, Hats, you and the Slayer candidate are friends. If walking by his side is what you want, I'm sure you'll be able to. The body follows what the mind wants. By the way, what's all that about Ysracha going around catching other races in the tower and locking them up? Why would he waste his time on something like that? He's a feline, right? Doesn't that make him part animal too? Why would he do that to his fellow creatures? Good question. It's hard for me to guess what Lord Ysracha's exact intentions might be, but maybe it's because the Army Corps commander is part animal. That's why? Yes. Animals all have their own territory and hierarchy, right? Maybe Lord Ysracha wanted to lock up other races here and rule over them. In other words, maybe this cat tower is Lord Ysracha's own kingdom, where he can satisfy his animal instincts. But if this is his kingdom, shouldn't he treat the other races in it better? Not necessarily. As long as I've known Lord Ysracha, he'd never been very interested in mingling with other races. All he wants is to conquer them. Perhaps the Army Corps commander is more of a wild beast than simply an animal, since he refuses to mix with his subjects and only wants to dominate them. Wow, so domination is all he's interested in? He sure sounds like a badass. He must be pretty strong then. Why is she getting excited about that? Okay, of course, the Army Corps commander is certainly strong enough to justify such behavior. But don't worry, you won't run into him in this game. I could see her switching sides. Especially after she finds out what White did to her sister. But don't worry, you won't run into him in this game. Let's just focus on getting the prisoners out of here. Ah, right. Is this it? The place with the pyramid? Shh! We have to be quiet now. There are soldiers down below. Soldiers? Yes, down there. See their golden armor shining? Yes. They work for the 2nd Division Commander. They're robots, so they don't listen to anyone but the 2nd Division Commander and Lord Ysracha. And over there, inside that giant pyramid, is where the other races and animals are trapped. Those are all prisoners? There sure are a lot of them. But you sure we can set them all free? It's actually good that there are so many. They'll cause a tremendous commotion when they're all released. I guess so. And I'm not sure if you can see, but the man tied up in there is a canine. Huh. How can I open the pyramid? Don't worry. I have a plan. It's not as hard as you think. Still don't trust him, by the way. I didn't mention that, but I still do not trust this man. This is obviously a trap, and she just fell hook, line, and sinker for it. Ain't no one smiling the last time we saw him. Like that, and it be an innocent, genuine, wanting to help a fellow person out smile. Don't buy it. The pyramid has a door lock that can open and close all the prison cell's doors at once. I'll tell you where the door lock is and give you the password. But what if the guards catch us? Don't worry. I'm a division commander, remember? I'll gather them on the opposite side of the room and distract them until you unlock the doors. That should give you enough time to do it. Once the doors are open, run away with the other animals inside. I'll put the mouse in the lighthouse and set it to follow you. I'll just pretend to chase after you so that I can stay in the Army Corps and Lord Ysracha won't kill me. Okay, shall we begin? Troops, can I have your attention? Click, click. Gather around. I have an order from Lord Ysracha. Come on, everyone. I need you all to hear it, so gather around quickly. There's a mouse? Oh, he had the mouse, that's right. Dash. The door lock is in the center behind the pyramid. There's only one lock, so you'll see it right away. All you have to do is type in the password I told you. There it is, the door lock. All right, I played along with his little plan, and I'm not really sure if he can be trusted. At least she's not that naive that she completely trusts him, because I would not trust him. I would not even have gone with him, but maybe it's because he is such a much higher ranker than she is, that her only option was to go along with him, and maybe she knew that. I'm just glad to see she's not as naive as I thought she was. But if the password he told me is right, I should take care of everything, right? Since I would have had to come here to rescue the canines anyway. Ding! It worked! Rumble. The password really worked! Nice! Now I just have to find the canines and get out of here. What Lord Ysracha wanted me to tell you is, today, we have a new recruit in the prison. And this time, it's a human. Let's all go welcome her. Hurry! Run! Come on! Why aren't they listening to me? Something's not right. It's like they have no soul in them. Wait a minute. Ah! What's going on here? They don't seem very interested in leaving the prison. Huh? Division commander? What the hell are you talking about? Did you lie to me? Maybe someone is already controlling them, like me. What? You tricked me. He's controlling all of them? I mean, I guess that kind of makes... Well, it doesn't make sense. But Lord Ysracha, like, these people are quite obviously not human. And I thought, like, Lord Ysracha had them all enslaved. And the fact that they're running around, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh. Tricked you? Are you saying I lied? I brought you to the pyramid with the canines in it, and even gave you the password to the door lock, but you didn't tell me you brainwashed them. That's more of an omission than a lie, isn't it? You sly bastard. If you were going to kill me anyway, why didn't you just do it to begin with? Why did you bring me all the way here? I told you. Lord Ysracha enjoys creating and ruling over his own territory. I'm the same. Rather than kill you, I'd rather dominate you. What in the world? Ha! Whoosh. Oh yeah, that's right, they're wave controllers. Well, her sister's dead, so I guess she's a wave controller. Whoosh, swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. Listen, do you think I followed you without any kind of backup plan? I knew there was something suspicious about you. That's why I set up my pocket to send out an SOS signal. If any of my teammates are around, oh, thank God. Losing another sister so soon, I think, would just break me. Especially if she went out like that, like being a complete and utter dumbass. But she's a lot smarter. She's a lot more smart and more cunning than I gave her credit for. So I apologize. And she sent out an SOS signal too, so that's good. If any of my teammates are around, we may not be able to call each other, but we can send out short-range SOS signals. Uh-oh, he doesn't look too happy about that. But when you were near the pyramid, I got a message that a teammate is in the area. That's the only reason I came down here. Okay, good. Did you think I came with you without any kind of safety net? Beep. They're here. They'll be here soon. There they are. You sent out an SOS signal, didn't you? It's Shibisu and Hot. Haha. But this is also their regulars against the high ranker. But they got Cha with them. Where is he at? Right? His name's Cha, right? That earlier thing confused me because I thought it was Cha. And then it's like talking about his partner and her name's Cha, and I don't think that's correct. We'll help you. Regulars? How are you two going to help me? What could you possibly do? So that's where they keep the animal people. Huh? My savior. I mean, that's gotta feel pretty bad, though. Let's be for real. Like, looky here. She's not happy to see the regulars. And then she sees them and then, like, smile. Like, I would feel like such shit. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna help you anymore. You can deal with it yourself, asshole. My savior. The hero from the wall? Did you see her face just now? I'm kind of offended. I would be offended too. Like, they come in to help you regardless. At least buy you some time, and you look at him like that? Like, dang. Can you blame her? No, I don't blame her. I don't blame her, but still. That guy is a high ranker. You two stay up here. I'll go down there. Tap. Whoosh. This is an order from Lord Ysracha. Attack the intruders. Whoosh. Clang. Wham. Wham. Slam, slam, pow, pow. I mean, we saw kind of his strength already throughout the season so far, so we knew that he was powerful. Bam, wham, whack, bam, wham. Crunch. Swoosh. Smash. That's an awesome panel, though. I like that. Honestly, though, like this right here, I know, like, really talented people, you just take this and then, like, just animate this a little bit to make it look like it's falling. That would be a badass thing. At least I think. He's so precise. One with every hit. Such perfect technique. Not a single wasted motion. Whoosh. Hop. Thud. Very impressive. I saw you back at the wall. You're as strong as you look, but your attacks are much more precisely calculated than I would have guessed from looking at you. I'll have to get serious now too. Grrr. Gush. Kabam! What did he just do? Tss. He transformed. Well, is it a full transformation? I guess it is, because his chair changed. He transformed. Oh, shit. What are those one thing called? Those plants thing that look like corn dogs? And there was like a joke going around about you should eat them, and then people like, don't eat them because when you bite into them, they expand and it can choke you. That's kind of what they look like. He totally changed himself. Can felines use something like the canine's transformation too? He looks kind of silly though. He looks kind of dorky, not gonna lie. Ah! Ah! Watch out, regulars! Swing, wish, swing, whoosh, swing. Ah! Run! Swine. Huh? What is it, Isu? Float, float, float. Is it chasing them? What is he doing? What is he doing? I would not touch that. It looks dangerous. Hold on, we gotta change up the music here. For some reason, I want to grab that thing. It just looks so fluffy and soft. Isu! Whoosh! Smash! We're glad to see that he can just smash through it like it's nothing. Ah! Don't stare at them. I think those reeds can hypnotize you. Oh, so they just can hypnotize you? Well, that's not too bad then. But still, hypnotizing bad, but at least it's not like gonna kill you or anything. Float, float, float. Krrr. That feline is like a giant anima. Yeah, that's a good point. It is kind of like a giant anima. Whoa! Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Float, float. I swear to God, if they kill her. Like, it looks so soft and squishy. I want to touch it. No! Whoosh. Oh, he saved her. Look at him. That's gotta suck to fucking carry like 3 people though. Let's be for real. I can't believe I can even hypnotize rankers so easily. Am I the only one here who isn't affected by it? Shimizu! He told you not to look! Dude, stop looking at it! He must be immune too. But how? He's only a regular. It's because of that sword. Ooh, the one sword. What was its name again? I forget. Bumble. Roar, roar. I know it was like a special sword that he had, and he wasn't using it for a particular reason. Or couldn't open it all the way or something like that. Isn't the one that created the flames we saw at the name station, right? I don't remember. That could have been a different sword too. Float, float, step, step. Float, 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 step, step, step. Are they trying to overwhelm me? Shoot. I don't want to have it to kill innocent creatures. But the reeds seem to grow back as soon as I smash them. So that won't solve the problem. There must be some way. I want to walk by Bomb's side, not behind him. Maybe that's it. Hots! Yes. Could you help me? I want to avoid killing as many of these other races as possible. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, these people are hypnotized, these races. Hold on. There we go. No. Yeah, this will work. Could you help me? I want to avoid killing as many of these other races as possible. I think your sword has the power to block that feline's hypnotism. Can you ignite your sword to make that? Can you ignite your sword to wake up these creatures for just a brief moment? Then I'll take out the division commander. I can't awaken them from hypnotism. Only you can do this, Hots. Only me? The division commander is a high ranker. He's far more powerful than me. Oh, this is Hot saying this. Shimizu finally learning his lesson. And activating Donghei is so dangerous. Oh, Donghei, that's its name. That it could even kill me. I know last time, I'm pretty sure he used the sword last time. Was it the name station, or was it when they were, like, trying to go rescue the people at the wall? I can't remember, but I remember that he used, like, he only unsheathed it just a little bit and flames came out or something like that. And, at least I think that was him. But he looked, like, super tired just from doing that alone. But if that's what it takes to be worthy of standing by Bomb's side. Oh yeah, see? There's the flame thing too. Okay, so it's a different weapon. It's not that one. It's this one. Yeah, this is the one that is like the ignition weapon. This is different. Okay, so he hasn't used this one then yet? If I can just be bold enough. But he said that it could kill him, so flutter. Slash. Well, it's out now. I want to do it. That's also a badass panel. Look at that. I'm admiring. Okay. Do you really think I can do this? But you got the sword already out. Might as well. Of course you can do it. The body follows what the mind wants. Oof. Please, body, obey my will. Ksh. Withstand this power. Donghei. Ksh. Ignite! Oh, they did not just end it like that. Oh. That is a way to end an episode, let me tell you what. Processing my brain here. Okay, well. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm worried a little bit about Haas, but I don't feel like they would build up everything and then just kill him. So I think he's going to be okay. Shibisu is kind of useless during this fight, but Shibisu's never really been much of a fighter. He's always been more of a strategic kind of person. I feel pretty good about this battle coming up. So I'm not as worried about it. I'm worried about what's going on in Bombsfield, but I'm always worried about what's going on with White and them since that chapter. It's been on my mind. And the fact that they're just holding it off, and I'm just like, I want to know. I want to know. Anyway, we'll get there eventually. I'm glad that other people are getting their screen time and stuff. All right. I'm going to take a short break, and then we'll start our discussion. I'll be right back. All right. So we are on the discussion. If you're watching, feel free to join in the discussion. If you see this later on YouTube, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below and tell me what you think is going to happen. I know there are people, though, that have been reading ahead through pirated means. First off, I don't know how you guys can do that because I've heard the translations for that are just absolutely awful. And second off, you're not supporting the series or SIU by reading through pirated means. And Webtoon is a free, except for the Fast Pass chapters, the chapters are free. I know that people are like, well, the translations suck. And you're telling me that your pirated translations are any better? I heard that they translate them from Korean to Spanish and then from Spanish to English. So how is that any better? I've heard some of the names they give them too. I'm just like, I don't know. Personally, I don't want to be that person that wants to be a stickler about where you get your stuff, but I just prefer to support. And the other thing I did see real quick when I went to go like this chapter, and I will do it again on my personal chapter, or my personal thing later, because I like to go back and reread the chapters on my personal thing and just heart them there too and really absorb everything, because sometimes when I'm reading aloud I miss certain things, so I like to go back and really absorb it when I'm not reading out loud. But let's see what we got. It seems that we will have to wait to see the second round of Yusracha's and Yama's fight. After what happened to Namo, I think her name is pronounced Namo. That's the sister. Honestly, I can't, like, I find it so surprising that, like, I'm horrible with names. I'm great with faces, horrible with names. So the fact that people can remember, makes me happy. Because I'm like, oh, that's what they are. And Namo's dead, Sola's still alive. Honestly, was just expecting Sola to either die or end up hypnotized and imprisoned. So I really didn't okay, so I felt bad for underestimating her. I'm glad that I wasn't the only one that was really underestimating her. Because the way she brought about it, I guess she was just pretending to be more naive than what she really was, is what it goes out to be. But it's still, like, for me, I was like, why are you being so naive? You should know better. You're a ranker. Anyway. To either die or end up hypnotized and imprisoned. So I really did not expect her to get help from Cha or Hats while Isu covers his eyes. Love the interaction between Hats, Isu, and Cha. I knew his name was Cha. They were, I don't know if I just misread the line or what, but that confused me. I was like, he's Cha, though. I like that SIU is acknowledging that the regulars can't do much, so I like how he is utilizing them in this war. I agree. I do like that, because it would be really dumb and out of character, especially for Shibisu, to pretend that they are that they are on the same level as a ranker, or even the same level as Bomb, because that's not true. They're not on the same level as Bomb. And so I do like that he acknowledges that, and that in this war, it's not really good. And if this becomes like an all-out war later where they enlist other regulars and stuff, Hats and Shibisu I think would be better in that war. And I guess, Bomb would maybe go help the regulars too, because he is still technically a regular, even though he can take down rankers. Okay, anyway. The real test will be how he will handle the regulars in relation to Bomb's progression after this war. Sola's reaction to the regulars arriving was great. I can't wait to see Hats ignite his sword next chapter. I agree. I am very excited to see Hats use his sword. Because I know, like, it may have been the other sword I'm thinking about, but I could have sworn he, like, grabbed it and just, like, lifted just a little bit to give him an edge in battle. I could have sworn. I'm rereading, so I'll get to it eventually and I'll know for sure. But I could have sworn that's what it was. So we got like a little glimpse of the sword, but not its full capabilities of what it could do. So I guess we're gonna see that next week. Well, hopefully next week. SIU's been jumping around from character to character. So we'll see. It seems, I don't think they're going to leave us on that much of a cliffhanger. I think we'll know what happened. I am a little bummed that Yusracha and Yama, we don't get to see more of their fight. But it does seem like Yama's got a second wind to him. So that's always good. Sola's reaction to the regulars arriving was great. I can't wait to see Hats ignite his sword next chapter. Yeah, and put Sola in her place. They're not completely useless. Like, gosh, Sola. That irritated me a lot more than what it should have. I love Sola's goofy expressions. Man, this week's chapter felt really disappointing. Hoping the next week's chapter makes up for all the buildup. I disagree. I thought it was a great chapter. It irritates me that people will just dislike a chapter just because it's buildup. I mean, the whole first season was basically buildup, and there's a lot of people who love the first season. So it's like, I don't know. I do not even know. I disagree though. I think it was a good chapter. I get that there was build up to it, but it doesn't make it a bad chapter. I don't know. That's just me. I know Solo was gonna live. Never underestimate the naive looking ones. Okay, so again, I'm glad that people are like, don't underestimate the naive looking people, because I did too. I thought that she was just being naive. I love how that guy's I noticed that too. His chair transformed with him. Like, that chair is just a part of his body, apparently. Alright, well. If I go here, do they have the blog post chapter? I don't know if they do or don't. What is... Oh, no. Okay, well, whatever. I was gonna see if there's a blog post. Let's go here. Season 3, chapters... We're on 70... This is 75. 74. Okay, so yeah, this one isn't... there's no chapter 76 blog post. Okay. Well. Oh well. That's not too big of a deal. Alright. Well then. I think that's really... I think we've covered pretty much everything. So, with that... we can... I think we can end it there. Oh, no, beautiful panel of him pulling out that sword. And the obey my will. Alright. Well... If you're watching this here on Twitch, please remember to follow. It helps me out so much. We're almost at 50 viewers, which makes me really happy. We're even closer on YouTube to reaching 50 viewers, which is kind of like my first goal. So I'm really excited for that. If you're watching later on YouTube, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to me when you do. So I will see you guys. Oh yeah, I already talked about the schedule. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Tower of God, Season 2. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.